Today we continue our reading through the Gospel of Matthew with chapter 20. In this chapter, Jesus tells a surprising parable about workers in a vineyard who are all paid the same wage, even though they worked very different hours. Through this story, Jesus begins to reveal something important about the kingdom of God, that God's grace does not always follow our human sense of fairness. We also see Jesus again preparing his disciples for what lies ahead in Jerusalem and teaching them that greatness in God's kingdom is not about power, but about humility and serving others. Read along or just listen. The parable of the workers in the vineyard. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now when he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour, and he saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And he said to them, "You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right I will give you." So they went. Again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, "Why have you been standing here idle all day?" They said to him, "Because no one hired us." He said to them, "You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right you will receive." So when evening had come, the owner of the vineyard said to his steward, "Call the laborers and give them their wages, beginning with the last to the first." And when those came, who were hired about the 11th hour, they each received a denarius. But when the first came, they supposed that they would receive more, and they likewise received each a denarius. And when they had received it, they complained against the landowner, saying, "These last men have worked only 1 hour, and you made them equal to us, who have borne the burden in the heat of the day." But he answered one of them and said, "Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what is yours and go your way. I wish to give to this last man the same as you. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good? So the last will be the first, and the first last. For many are called, but few chosen." Jesus, a third time, predicts his death and resurrection. Now Jesus, going up to Jerusalem, took the 12 disciples aside on the road and said to them, "Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief priests and to the scribes, and they will condemn him to death, and deliver him to the Gentiles, to mock and to scourge and to crucify. And the third day he will rise again." Greatness is serving. Then the mother of Zebedee's sons came to him with their sons, kneeling down and asking something from him. And he said to her, "What do you wish?" She said to him, "Grant that these 2 sons of mine may sit on your right hand and the other on your left in your kingdom." But Jesus answered and said, "You do not know what you ask. Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with?" They said to him, "We are able." So he said to them, "You will indeed drink my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it is prepared by my Father." And when the 10 heard it, they were greatly displeased with the 2 brothers. But Jesus called them to himself and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who are great exercise authority over them. Yet it shall not be so among you, but whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. And whoever desires to be first among you, let him be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." 2 blind men received their sight. Now as they went out of Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, 2 blind men sitting by the road, when they heard that Jesus was passing by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, Son of David. Then the multitude warned them that they should be quiet. But they cried out all the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, Son of David. So Jesus stood still and called them and said, What do you want me to do for you? They said to him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. So Jesus had compassion and touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. Matthew 20 reminds us that God's grace is generous beyond our expectations, and his idea of greatness looks very different from the world's. So we might ask something of ourselves. Am I seeking recognition, or am I willing to serve quietly the way Jesus did? I do not agree with shame, so I'm not trying to shame when I ask this question, but I like to be introspective and to understand why we feel or do the things that we do. A famous psychotherapist termed it as shadow work, but the question that came to my mind is, can I be happy for someone else when God blesses them, but it challenges what I think is fair? So if that jealousy or if that sense of unfairness arises in me, I'd like to sit with it for a while and see what is at the root of it. So those are the questions that I thought this provoked, and I hope that you found it interesting as well, and let Jesus' words sit with us, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.